From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
New York
Mets. And taking the ball for the Mets, number 49.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
First pitch, 7-11.
And the 1-0. That smash towards center. Robert moving under it. And there's one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits. And Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Out to short, Lindor. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Manny Machado.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado.
Ball down.
In the air, right field, Bench on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Citi Field. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Robbie Ray. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Well, Francisco Lindor.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Foul ball there. The 0-2. And down on strikes. 1 out.
Batting second, the third baseman.
Here's a Mets lineup now. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing. But that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Makes a sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Luis Robert. First pitch, and he just misses. next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Scoreless after one. Back here in Queens, here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ty France. That one fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a foul ball. Payoff pitch to the right side. Handles, throws to first. One out in the second.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
In the air, left field. 2 down.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah, the batter will be Xander Bogaerts.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Ball 1 to Bogaerts.
Ball inside.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 15, Austin Hayes.
That one ripped but foul. Grounds 1 to short. Oh, a great flip. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the rookie right fielder, Carson Bench.
Number 3, Carson Bench.
That one's in there. 0-2 now. Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
That's too low. Ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. No score here in the second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 5.
Man at first with one gone. So up next for New York, Christopher Morel. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Here's the 0-2. And that just misses.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Right through there for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Base hit right field, and they'll score first. It's 1-0. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's going to be number 9. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's in for a strike.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging it off-speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
Strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two on, 1 out.
Nope. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now all even up. And there's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And they're all loaded up.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 13, Luis Torres.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. This is again 5 in a row.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fought off foul. In danger of walking into tying run.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1.
No, you're
to
out.
First, not in
no,
time.
He's in there.
Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Whoa, that's down.
Two on, 2 outs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Here's a 2-0. Nice grab. Throw to second. It's there, and that's a great play. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
On the ground to the left, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting ninth.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fermin on at first, nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On to Simeon. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr.
In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. Step off, throw to first.
He's safe.
Cronenworth dives back in. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next to the Padres, the left fielder, Luis.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Hey!
The 0-1.
That's a ball.
And that's down and away. In the air to left center. Settles underneath it. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres nothing. Back here in Queens, set for the bottom of the third. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Bichette getting to start at the hot corner. He made his major league debut in 2020, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016.
Ball, that's out.
Fouled off left side.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Ball 3.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 3. Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. That one ripped. One up, one down.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
No, inside.
That one at 95 missed up top. 3-2 now. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Just missed it.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, number 3,
Carson Bench now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Left field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Inside, almost got him. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Down in order go the Mets. They're up 2-0. As we go to the top of the fourth, Manny Machado up to the plate.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
There's the strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Nope.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Bench takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Up next for the Padres, the first baseman, number 25, Ty France.
There's the strike. Slider for a strike. Sets him down looking. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective.
The center fielder, number 3,
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Fly to left his first time. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's way outside. And the count is 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Robert moving under this one. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And midway in the fourth, it's the Mets 2 and the Padres nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. So now here's the Mets DH, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Nope. That's inside.
Ball to strike. That one hit the knees for a strike. That's a base hit and the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, number 5, Christopher Morel.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Alvarez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball 2.
Foul ball there. The next pitch misses, and now 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground, 2 ball. On to Cronenworth. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Semien.
Base is empty after the double play. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Hey.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. But it kicks foul. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Here comes X to the plate. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
Morel takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. It's tough because you want to help your team, so it's easy falling into the trap of trying to do too much, and that just leaves you out in front from time to time.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that is out of play. The Padres down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down looking. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher,
Freddie Fermin, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through.
Ball, that's outside.
And that
Ball, that's
skips
low.
in the dirt. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the automatic. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Out to center. Robert on the move. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Number 9 digs in now.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Out towards right center field. Hayes under it. And there's one away.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Luis Torres.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop.
Next for the Mets, the shortstop.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor will hit next. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Torrens leads off first with 1 away. That's
Ball,
off the mark.
outside.
They're now 3-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Hayes under it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman, Bo Bichette.
On the ground to third. That ends the inning. Mets leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. At the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr.
The designated hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Inside, almost got him. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one hops against the fence. The relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. Pretty nice play there.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Here's a high chopper. Lindor on to first, but they cut it to one as the run comes in.
Up next to the Padres, the first baseman, number 25, Ty France.
That misses the zone, and that is ball one.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Line drive, and that is that. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres 1. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jeremiah Estrada.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Matsui getting cranked up as well. And now it's even up. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One away. Bottom of the sixth.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Foul ball. Oh, 1 down. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Alvarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And he swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 84. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Leading off for the Padres, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 1.
That's to third. Bichette whips it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
In the air, left field. Oh, and he whiffs on it. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Throw into third. Safe. He beats it.
Had to go a pretty long way for that one towards the foul line, so that was no gimme by any means, but it is a play that needs to be made. Might have been a little concerned with where he was on the field or something, but whatever it was, I know he'd like another shot at it.
And now it's Austin Hayes. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The Padres with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Jack Weisenberger. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Duarte also getting ready. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Late swing, fouled off. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Runner on the move. And the count 1-2. Right side. And foul ball. Here's a 1-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Hey.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Got him. And that is that. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. 7th inning stretch time. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th, Christopher Morel up now for the Mets. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Morel wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's the 2-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
The batter, number 10.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up. It's sort of like reverse psychology.
Upstairs. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Late swing fouled off. Line drive, short hop to third. Sends it to first. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, number 9, AJ.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
out of the bullpen for the Padres, Adrian Morejon.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the left fielder, he's 0 for 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him. That's the third out. Inning over. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And this game is still tied at 2-2.
Now pitching for
new pitcher now, Daniel Duarte.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Leading off for the Padres, the designated hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr.
That misses. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez, the closer of the staff, is throwing. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Luis Rengifo on deck for the Padres. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's high.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Look out.
Perfect.
And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Making a move at first. Here's the Padres pinch runner, number 4. Here comes Manny Machado.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup. He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That's in there. Strike 1. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Padres with the go-ahead run standing at second. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's too
Ball
low.
two.
Ball two. And
Ball
another
three.
ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Ty France in the San Diego on deck circle. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that's in there at the knees. Machado wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
The first baseman, number 25.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. That one almost got him.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Bench on the move. Base hit. 1 run in already. They take the force out, and that is a big first out.
Up next for the Padres.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Jackson Merrill steps to the plate in a clutch situation. A bunt, and it's popped up, and that's foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, 1 out. And that one almost got him. One, 2 now. Simeon. Lindor, that's 1. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Mets 2. Back here in Queens, here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
In there at the knees, and that is strike 1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Mason Miller, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. And the lefty with the 0-1. And there's a base hit to right field. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. The Padres holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tap foul at the plate. One, two now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
One out man at first. Bo Bichette, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-0. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
That's a little bit low.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Torrens leads off first with 1 away. And the tying run is on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way off.
Substitution now at first base. Mets going with a pinch runner. Christian Pache.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
There's a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Up and in, and that's ball 1. In the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, number 3, Carson.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Adrian Morejon out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Wandy Peralta.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Next to hit, Carson Benj.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Oh, that's out.
Just missed.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes the runner. Fires to the plate, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And fouled off. chopped on the ground. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Now into the game, Brett Beatty. He's the new third baseman.
Number 7, Brett.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 3.
Xander Bogaerts.
Nope, that's a ball.
That's to third. Beatty to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Oh, the ball will find you. You come into the game and better be ready, because it's like the ball knows where's the new blood. But really nice play. That could have easily been botched.
All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2. Way inside. Struck him out looking. Hayes not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And it's going to stay a strike. So that removes their last challenge. Freddie Fermin now at the plate.
Ball, that's just out.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play. Caught him looking for the K.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for
Back
San
now,
Diego,
and on the
number
mound, the
22,
closer, Mason Miller.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Stepping in, Christopher Morel.
The first baseman, number 5, Christopher Morel.
That one at triple digits. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. And now 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Swings through that.
Ball 1.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two on the way. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Hayes drifts towards it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the left fielder, number 9, A.J.
Here's the left fielder.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And a foul ball.
Nope. Ball
Miller, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021.
Nope.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Miller trying to send this to extra innings. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2. Just missed. Luis Torrens in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Mets go down quickly, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. On to extra innings. Now the DH for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Man at second, nobody out, and Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
That's in there. And 1-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing, and he popped it up. 2 up, 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Dedniel Nunez done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Jack Weisenberger. This is his third time out this year. Here's Manny Machado now. That misses, and that is ball one. There's a strike. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position here in the top half of the 10th. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls. So that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes it can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Man on second, 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye right there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Citi Field, on to the bottom of the 10th. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Stays alive.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Check swing. Did he go? No.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Just missed. And he takes a strike. Check swing called strike. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Number 7.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brett Beatty, came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. Look out.
You got him.
That fastball drilled him.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Louis Robert.
Way upstairs, ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's off the mark. Ball two.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
On the ground at first. There's one. Double play, and we have more free baseball on the way.
These boys are ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
Now we go to the 11th. Leading off, Ty France.
Number 25, Ty France.
And that's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
And that one way outside. Going to count 1-2. Hard hit right side. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
A little bit low. Ball one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And the 1-0. That one to first, and he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that is out of play. Oh, he gloves it. Padres lead one. Still tied 3-3. New arm out of the bullpen, Yuki Matsui. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Carson Bench getting ready to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Sack bunt towards third. Song fires to first in time.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Bradley Rodriguez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The winning run on second base.
That's out.
And you got to wonder, with first base open, one out, is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Fought off foul. He's trying for third.
Nope.
Ball outside. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the winning run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
The 3-1. And ball 4 to a board.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And up next for New York, Christopher Morel. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. It's a squeeze. In comes the winning run, and the Mets win it on a walk-off squeeze. Wow!
Well, a gutsy call from the bench. You've got to have a lot of confidence in the ability to handle the bat by that guy standing at the box. Well, he got it done, put the ball on the ground. That's all you're looking for in terms of execution. Incredible finish to this game.
And the final score here, 4-3. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.